Radiant team ban.
Hello everyone and welcome to the second round of the group stage for the Amateur Weekend Cup. This is of course Group B that we're covering. I'm Zalov and I'm joined by Dota Yoshi. How are you, Dota Yoshi?
I am doing quite fantastic this afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing quite well. Quite excited to get into game number 2 here between Terra, Volente and of course SYF.
And so far we do have the bands coming out on SYF will be the Io and Visage, and over on the side of Terra Volente is that Nyx Assassin and OD out. So we have the strongest mid hero in the game, we have a very strong tri-laner and map presence. They've been taken out of the game. And speaking of strong mid heroes though, there's Batrider. We might be seeing him played in the mid. He can also take that jungle role. He worked especially well in the jungle on either the Radiant or the Dire. Or he can, sometimes you see him in that offlane position, he can play a strong offlane as he has Firefly he can escape, or even harass the enemies down with his napalm stack.
Yeah, definitely, and we do see the Rubik pickup here by Terra Volente, and this is a very strong support pickup there. As you were saying, that Batrider, he is very versatile, can be played in multiple lanes, in a very sort of diverse sort of roles. So it doesn't really reveal too much on the side of SYF. However, Terra Volente, they pick up an Undying. This is very interesting.
Undying is one of those very tanky and pain in the rear heroes to deal with. He throws down that tomb, and you either have to get that tomb down as fast as possible, or those zombies are going to be stacking up, doing ridiculous amounts of slow after time, and they'll do a lot of damage. And the amount of strength he can just zap from heroes at the start of the game. Once you start getting that stacks of strength rolling in, the opposition's going to take a lot of damage purely because they've got absolutely no HP next to their names. And we see Lifestealer. He made it through the bans and he does get picked up. He is regarded as one of the best carries purely because of that rage, having that BKB mentality at the start of the game. Just means he can't die early on, but later on he'll start to become susceptible when 6 seconds doesn't feel like as long as you'd like.
Yeah, definitely, and just going into some more of these bands, you see there's the Spirit Breaker, a very interesting band there by Terra Volente, a hero you don't generally see banned. You see him picked up here and there on the occasion, but yeah, a little bit surprising there from them. We do see the Luna, who's been played multiple times now. I believe it was played last game, the last game that we casted, but also I believe it was played against in the game that Terra Volente played as well, and we do see the Darkseer ban. So but there's still some offlane heroes on the pool there, such as the Weaver, if either team want to roll that. Windrunner's there as well, Clockwork, things like that. But we do see that Darkseer, very strong offlaner, get banned out there.
And to be honest, I wouldn't be too surprised if Terra Volente want to go for a Clockwork. I mean, they've got an Undying, you pick up a Clockwork, you throw some cogs, you have a tomb going down, and you're just going to lose a lot of health, and you're not going to be able to get away after those cogs dissipate. So I would enjoy seeing that Clockwork being picked up by Terra Volente. And over on the side of the big fellas, oh not big fellas, SYF. Oh, how dare they. SYF, they're still looking to pick up a few supports here. They've revealed their carry. They haven't revealed their supports on if they want to be aggressive or they want to take this mid to late game. I mean, if you pick up a Coddle, you're going to be defensive and you're just going to stop pushes and you'll be able to help your carry get around the map. If you want to pick up a hero such as the Bane, or actually the Bane's been taken out. If you want to pick up a hero such as the Luna or the Shrek, you can start doing a lot of aggression. So it really comes down to how they want to play the game from the next few pickups. Whereas on the side of Terra Volente, they haven't revealed too much. They still need to pick up their mid roll, they need to pick up the carry, and even the semi carry.
You know, something I'd like to see, I'm not sure if it'll happen in this game, but I would honestly would like to see a Naga Siren with this Undying. During the Naga Siren's ultimate, those zombies still stack up, which is just amazing. I mean, you know, you can get like 3-4 zombies up, and then the moment the ultimate pops, you've got 4 zombies smacking on 4 or 5 heroes. But the net also works through Lifestealers and Rage. We do see a Phantom Assassin pick up though instead, and Phantom Assassin, I quite like Phantom Assassin because she has a nice, I guess those steroid abilities, the Quill Strike for her ultimate, but also the Blur, it just really goes well against some of those other carries as well. And of course the Blink, the Dagger, just good for mobility in general.
And as you were saying about that Naga Siren, I think they can work that into the lineup if they really wanted to. Throw that Rubik mid, you have the Naga Siren Undying with that Phantom Assassin, a part of a tri-lane, and then you go for your off-lane hero. I mean, if they really wanted to, but they will pick up a Pudge. Pudge is a very fun hero to watch. We'll see how well Terra Volente can run that Pudge and see where he's going to be grabbing those hooks from. And one of the good things about Pudge is that that Dismember goes through Lifestealer's rage, so you can hold him in place and let your Phantom Assassin beat the absolutely living daylights out of him.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, definitely. This Pudge, the only problem with Pudge is that your plays become a little bit unreliable, because sometimes you have to rely just purely on those hooks, and if you miss a hook, you might reveal exactly where you are and give the opponent's opportunity to react. So Pudge is always that risky hero to pick up, but it's so fun to watch. We do see the Gyrocopter banner and the Bounty Hunter there. Bounty Hunter, strong offlaner. A nice banner there by SYF, although I still, as you were saying before, I still wouldn't mind seeing a Clockwork here on Terra Volente. I think it'll work well, particularly when they have this Undying. But yeah, I'm quite interested to see how they play this out, and I think SYF, on the other hand, they have a little bit more global presence to play, and I think they'll be able to push towers just a little bit stronger with that Nature's Prophet, and just have a much more map domination, as you can get your lifesteal to infest onto Nature's Prophet and just teleport anywhere, similar to how Wisp works with his Relocate, and a Mirana pickup by Terra Volente. Oh, this is going to be so fun.
It's going to be a very interesting lineup by Terra Volente. You throw Moonlight, Shadow, and Mirana, you have your heroes walking around the map preparing for ganks, and then Pudge can just come out of nowhere, grab a hero, and the rest of the team can follow up. Not to mention Mirana and her arrows. If played by a very well Mirana, those arrows will change the game for Terra Volente, and they can win it purely off those arrows. She's just one of those heroes that can really get your team going. And then we see a Vengeful Spirit being picked up on the side of SYF, and she usually screams aggression. With a Lich, you have your Frost Blast and that slow comboing up that could be quite a high damage output tri-lane, so to speak. But anyway, on the side of SYF, we have that captain. He will be playing on that Nature's Prophet. He will be ZKYZ. On the carry, lifesteal will be Anomaly, followed by Batrider being played by Zanvin, and the two supports will be Junie and Frost on that Vengeful Spirit and Lich respectively.
And on the side of Terra Volente, we do have Edoras playing that Pudge, who will be in the mid lane. We have Aeron on the Phantom Assassin, Topes is on the Rubik, and we've got Nima on the Mirana, and Cookies of course on the Undying, cannot forget him.
Don't want to forget Cookies. So we will be seeing an aggressive tri-lane come out by SYF. They've got the Vengeful and Lifesteal already waiting to go up top. We should see the Nature's Prophet by himself on this bottom lane, so he's going to be able to absorb a little bit of XP coming up. He's already got those treants out and scouting, trying to find any enemies he can. He's going to miss the try. No, he's actually going to see those two heroes. So they're going to expect possibly a tri-lane up top. So it will be a tri-lane against tri-lane. And these two tri-lanes, who would you give the edge to out of SYF and Terra Volente?
I feel like the opportunity to pick up kills is probably in SYF's favor, just because they have the Vengeful Spirit with the lockdown and the Lich as well. It's a lot of damage coming out, and as well as the Lifestealer. Undying, he sort of needs the levels. Early on he does struggle a little bit to provide too much. He sort of does need that level 2, 3 before he can really start dealing a ton of damage, and just really has a lot of presence in the lane. But of course they also have that Rubik, who with the telekinesis can get a good stun on multiple heroes. So I think it's just going to come down to skill.
I really liked what Nature's Prophet did. He threw his treants into this camp, so I believe the camp was blocked by the treants. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think that ward will block that pull camp, however. But it's nice to be able to block that pull camp at the start, so they can't get a double stack off. And here starts the aggression. We will see which side will come out on top. The Vengeful can almost get caught out of place right there. If we saw a lift up, that could have been very disastrous for that Vengeful Spirit. So either side, they look like they want to play the aggressive role, and whichever side I feel plays that aggression and comes off on top, the other side would go into like a defensive position. They will play very passive, and they won't want to take fights, which will make the other side slowly snowball that lane.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like in the mid lane, the Pudge is probably at a disadvantage here against the Batrider. Batrider he's currently got 5 stacks of that sticky napalm, which is quite dangerous. It deals a ton of damage, and I feel like the Batrider certainly has the advantage in that lane. However, in the bottom lane, I feel like it's going to be relatively even here between the Nature's Prophet and the Mirana. I mean, Mirana can easily leap out of anywhere, which may make it hard for the Nature's Prophet to capitalize on any kills, and it should make it easier for the Mirana if she lands some good arrows, of course.
And one of the hard things for Terra Volente is the Lich is in this top lane. He's denying creep every single wave with his sacrifice, and that just completely shuts down XP for a tri lane. I mean, they have to share it, which is one thing, but having a creep getting completely destroyed before it even gets near you, that's going to hurt just that much more. So they might slowly start to fall under farm here, unless you can get some nice pulls off. And speaking of pulls, Terps, he's already got a double stack going on, so he's already going to deny a wave, may get some XP himself. So this could be very useful for Terra Volente.
Yeah, I definitely agree there, you know. the Lich, just with that sacrifice, it does cause a little bit of problems, particularly when you have a Phantom Assassin who loves the extra farm. Phantom Assassin will have to play a little bit more passively here, just because it doesn't want to get caught out against the free heroes, but does always have that dagger to throw out if she wants to get some of those last hits and it can't do it in melee range. It's quite one of the nice things about PA. I'm just picking up the first rune in the bottom river there. It is a regen. Currently does not have a bottle. Is it on the career? Nope, he's actually picked up a magic stick, which is a good choice against the Batrider.
And this Batrider's been playing very aggressive against this Pudge. Just before, he had that Pudge up to 8 stacks, as already contemplating diving that mid tower. He jumped in, got a few auto attacks from the tower and decided to back off, and that Pudge was lucky. He picked up that regen rune for only about 100 HP, so they're going to be able to stay in that lane a little bit longer. May even find something on this Batrider, but Batrider has a bottle, so it's going to be hard to try and get shut down this Batrider now. Batrider's just going to keep putting on the aggression, and Pudge may slowly start to fall behind. I mean, at the moment, they're both on equal creep kills, 6 apiece. Pudge now moving to 7, but Batrider has that kill potential on that Pudge, whereas usually you would give Pudge the kill potential, but that Batrider is looking aggressive. He looks like he wants to absolutely shut down this Pudge, and if you can shut down this Pudge, well, there goes one of the snowballing effects on the side of Terra Volente.
I'd really love to see a Pudge Rider. Nice frog break to happen.
Dire's middle tower is
Oh, so we've got a bit of an initiation here on the lifesteal. He's taking a ton of damage. Is he going to get picked off? One more? Yeah, he does. That's first blood to the side of Terra Volente, and they might even get another. Oh, that's a very well played there by.
That was very nice. They had a great initiation, great lift to throw them back into those zombies. And then the zombies, they're slow, I believe, goes for that rage. So it just kept slowing down lifesteal no matter what. And then they find the first blood on him. So very well played by Terra Volente. Finding their opportune moment. Finding one of those heroes just out of place a little bit. And then they will take 2 kills.
Yeah, and Pudge just taking a little bit of tower damage here in the mid lane. In the bottom lane though, this Mirana is pretty much getting locked down in terms of last hits. We do see the Nature's Prophet currently sitting on 24 compared to the Mirana's 4.
And we see a TP going in mid. It was cancelled. They could have found a kill on this Pudge if that Nature's Prophet came in. Now he's going and taking a lot of hits. Will we see a hook? The hook won't come out. If we saw a hook, then that could have been the death of the Batrider. But he was hesitant. He didn't want to bring that Batrider close. And now he will just stand there for a little while.
He has to be very careful because Batrider, he does have that bottle. He'll be back to health very well. He's pretty much already at half health, and you know, Pudge, even if he lands a hook, it's that's a very dangerous, and he actually does get a kill there on Mirana. Nature's Prophet almost could have gotten 2 there if it bounced the Pudge.
And at any moment, this Batrider can shoot his Flame Break out and almost finish off this Pudge. I mean, his Flame Break does 225 damage. Pudge was sitting on 170 health just before, slowly regenerating up. So Batrider just missing out a little opportunity to throw out that Flame Break. Could have found a kill, and Pudge is not going to get the rune. The rune will go to the Batrider. He'll get double damage, and now he's going to rotate back in mid. And now you have a little bit of aggression coming up by SYF. They want to find something. They're looking for a pool camp that's going to throw a counter ward in there to try and stop those pools coming out. But they still have a double stack of wolves, the best stack in the game you can get for your pool camp.
Yeah, and Pudge just picked up his own. This means he has no bottle and he's currently sitting at just under 300 health. And against the Batrider, that is very dangerous. Oh, he throws out a hook. He lands it. This is very dangerous for the Batrider now. There's a dismember. It's going to be a kill. Very well played there by the Pudge.
Pushing his health to the limit. Great hook. Great dismember. Straight onto the tower, and he will find that kill. He desperately needed that kill. Now he can start working towards his bottle. Needs another 200 gold. And now Batrider, he might even, I would suspect him to maybe look at going to another lane to gank now. However, he doesn't have that lasso. He leveled up the 3rd point in Sticky Napalm. So now he needs his level 7 before he wants to think about ganking. But he does have boots, so that's going to help him and his mobility just that much more.
He also still has that double damage, so if he does decide to go gank, he will deal a ton of damage very quickly. But Ether is just playing so well with that hook and that dismember, particularly when he was so close to the tower, just ensuring that there's a little bit of extra damage to get that kill. Was playing a very dangerous game though. I mean, he was so low health.
And this Nature's Prophet, he's done a little bit. He found a kill in the Mirana down bottom lane, and he's currently sitting 43 for 17. At this stage of the game, he's gotten quite a lot of creeps. I believe he's probably only missed a few. We might see initiation up top lane. No, the Frost Blast will miss, won't land onto the PA, and she will get out of there. That Frost Blast could have done a considerable amount of damage to that PA, and we could have seen an initiation follow it up. They did have a magic missile available to them, but they will not attempt to find that kill there. And this is what happens. If you lose 2 kills in that tri lane, you become defensive and you don't want to try any aggression. You don't take those opportunities that are available to you because you do not want to give away more kills. So you just play a very defensive game.
Definitely, and you know, this Phantom Assassin, Aaron, man, I'm probably pronouncing that really terribly, but I'm sorry. He's almost got his level 6. And once he hits that coup de grace, it's going to be a ton of damage. Of course, it's not. It does have the random factor to it, but nonetheless, you got these two relatively fragile supports who can fall very quickly to it.
So Pudge did a little bit of a misplay there. His bottle was coming in on the courier. There was a rune down on bottom. He picked up the invis, but didn't decide to bottle before he picked up that invis. So he's going to miss out on 3 charges there on his bottle, which could have given him back to his full health and full mana. So a little bit of a misplay there, and it's not gonna hurt him too much, but it's just not gonna be able to keep him in that lane or be that little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, and the one thing the that SYF have going for them in this top lane is, sure, they lost the 2 kills there earlier on, but this lifesteal is still sitting very well in terms of the last hit, sitting at 39 compared to the Phantom Assassin. It's only at 21, and Nature's Prophet picks up another kill on Mirana. And I feel like maybe the Mirana should start roaming, particularly, or popping that Moonlight Shadow so her allies can start setting up some more ganks. Has been level 6 for a little while, so this tier 1 bottom tower will probably fall as well.
And ZK, why is he playing fantastic on the Nature's Prophet? 2nd kill on a Mirana who you don't usually get kills on. Got to bottom tower, he's now moved back into the jungle. And we have Batrider, he's looking for blood up on top lane. He's now got a lasso. He might go in here, he's going to decide to wait till his Firefly's back off cooldown. He's just going to sit there for a little bit. He's got boots, he's got a bottle, but Telly Volente? No, Terra Volente. Why do I keep saying Telly? And we do see the lasso come out. It's onto the Rubik. We have a follow-up magic missile. We have a Frost Blast. A lot of damage. The tomb is now down. Arrow lands onto the Batrider. We might see Starfall very shortly. Starfall comes out. Does a lot of damage. The second fall comes down on the Batrider. And we have the man fight up on the lifesteal against the Undying. They both will fall, however. And now there's 2 supports against each other. Actually, 3v2. Now we have Batrider. He's looking to come in more. He's got a flame break. Arrow's gonna whiff. Not gonna hit on anyone, but he's taking a lot of damage. Firefly is not enough to find that kill on a Phantom Assassin, and he will fall. So nice turnaround by Terra Volente. And they're gonna find another one. Vengeful Spirit didn't get out of there fast enough, and Mirana will pick up a third kill. So her game's just completely turned around. We have a TP coming from Nature's Prophet. He will find the Phantom Assassin. He's got a Sprout. Sprout lands. Will he get any? He uses his ult. He doesn't want to risk missing upheal.
Nature's wrath.
Yeah, definitely. That's very well played. It was a good choice to pop the ultimate instead of summoning the creeps. As, you know, Phantom Assassin, especially when you have that Undying who is coming close, Phantom Assassin could have just blinked him if the Nature's Prophet decided to delay on that ultimate for any longer, and then after that, he might not have been able to secure it.
And now Nature's Prophet's on the run from a Pudge. Pudge is coming up from behind him, and now he's just trying to creep block. He starts TPing out. Can Pudge get the hook in? He will not get close enough to dismember. He walked around in an arc. If he walked directly straight at the Nature's Prophet, I believe he could have grabbed him, but he was thinking about the hook, and then that little bit of indecisiveness costed him a kill on that Nature's Prophet.
Definitely, meanwhile in the top lane, have initiation here on the Phantom Assassin. We do see the tombstone get popped. There's quite a lot of stuns. He's taking a ton of damage, but pretty much just man fighting it. And now these zombies are starting to do their fair share as well, and they will force both the Lich, Vengeful Spirit, and Lifesteal about.
One of the good things about zombies is if you can effectively farm those zombies without too much harassment, you get, I think it's about 17 to 20 gold per zombie, and usually it's a 1-hit or 2-hit kill, so you can farm them quite well. For that 40 seconds up, unless there's aggression, which was of course the case in this situation, but when they got next to those towers they could have grabbed a quick easy maybe 60 to 80 gold per hero, and that doesn't seem like much, but for supports who are usually get absolutely nothing, that helps out quite substantially.
I definitely agree, and this Batrider is just sitting around here in this bottom lane. Doesn't have his blink dagger yet, so does have to be a little bit careful of that Pudge hook and dismember. Oh, Nature's Prophet's teleported in, he's got his Shadow Blade.
This could be very deadly, very shortly. And there we go. Sprout comes out onto the Undying. One auto attack. He gets a soul rip off, but he's trapped by those fantastic trance. Magic Missile comes out and Rubik. Starfall's being popped. Does a lot of damage, but not enough to put anyone seriously in danger. But Nemo, he is on the run. Nature's Prophet pops that Shadow. Fantastic hook coming in from Edris. And then we will see Nature's Prophet does pick off Mirana. Meanwhile, Phantom Assassin finds a kill on the Lich. Then they're going to find another kill. Great crit comes out of Vengeful Spirit. And that's a 3-for-1 turnaround.
A 3-for-2 Undying died as well.
Oh, okay. 3-for-2. My apologies.
But still definitely, like, besides just being a 3-for-2, definitely in the favor of Terra Volente. But it was also a kill on that Lifestealer. And the Phantom Assassin was the one who, like, you know, Phantom Assassin didn't die there, she survived. It was just the supports and, I guess the Mirana's an offlaner, more of a utility than anything. But yeah, so it's very, very heavily in favor of Terra Volente in that fight. Although that Nature's Prophet is becoming very, very dangerous now. He does have that Shadow Blade, he's been teleporting around the map, and he's really starting to cause a lot of problems here for Terra Volente.
So how do you feel SYF should take this? They're kind of on the back foot at the moment. Their Batrider, his farm hasn't progressed too far. He's still got Boots, Bottle, and they've now picked up an Urn. I feel as if that Batrider should have went for a 4-stuff or that Blink Dagger early instead of going for that Urn. That Urn seems a little bit wasteful money, especially when you need that mobility. How do you feel as if SYF should take the next 5 to 10 minutes here? Do you think they should try and start finding ganks, continue with their farm the way it's going, because you have that Nature's Prophet who's getting a lot of farm, you have Lifesteal doing fantastic on these last hits? How do you feel they should continue on in this game?
I feel like they should...
And actually, we have initiation on top, sorry. Rubik falls to the auto attacks of that Nature's Prophet. They might find another. No, we see an open wounds onto the Undying. Undying's going to try and get as much health as he can. He does protect his PA. The Moonlight Shadow comes out late, but that PA will get on out of there. So, actually, in fact, they come around and do a little bit of a gank, and they even up the scores. You have... She's TPing in. I mean, not TPing in. Nature's Prophet's behind. He's got the Shadow Blade. Can he get that one auto attack? Moonlight Shadow's ended. One auto attack, and he gets the hit and finds the kill. Another fantastic. Arrow lands from the Mirana. One auto attack. Starfall. Second auto attack. Does find a kill. Now Batrider. He wants blood. He's got a lasso, but he wasn't able to lasso. Mirana jumps on out of there. And now Pudge. Great hook. Devourer. He's underneath the firefight, but he's got more than enough health. And Pudge will find his 3rd kill of a game. So great turnaround by Terra Volente.
definitely, and it looks like this top tier 1 tower might actually get denied here. They did not actually kill it, which is very, very strange. They've got 3 heroes up here. They probably should have just right-clicked it twice. So it should get denied by Terra Volente. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, you know, I feel SYF, what they did there with the teleport from Nature's Prophet was very well done, but I feel like they should also take more towers.
And
Which they will do.
speaking of that tower, yeah, that tower does now fall. They're 2 towers ahead. They're 1 kill behind, but on the gold graph, they are 5.5k ahead. The XP is fairly even, only 500 XP difference, which is absolutely nothing. That's possibly 5 creeps, and that's not too much. And now we're going to go back into this little bit of a farming game. Pudge wants to find kills around the map. He's picked up his power treads. He's got an urn bottle, and now they're going to be looking to find a trade in towers of their own. This tower itself is on 1/3 HP, so we could see a top tower go down very shortly. And then they will go. The tomb has been popped. Undyne pops that ulti out. It's grabbing a lot of health. Fade Bolt comes out. We'll find that kill onto the Lich. Zombies are getting in the way. Pudge misses out on that kill. Great arrow lands on the lifesteal. You got PA coming in from behind. Lifesteal's taking a lot. He infests into the zombies, and then he'll pop back out. With Rubik is now fallen. Great dismember. That's 2 kills for either side so far. Batrider's coming in from behind. Tower will be denied by Nature's Prophet. Batrider flame breaks. He's trying to find a lasso. Once again, he misses out on the lasso. Auto attacks coming out. Zombies doing a lot of slow. Marana will find another kill. And actually, that's not enough. Nature's Prophet is still looking for kills. He pops that Shadow Blade. He finds the last auto attack. He's turning back around. Marana's taking on. Arrow comes out. Crits. Crits. Can he find another crit? A nice sprout. They've got no vision in there, so he's going to TP on out.
Yeah, the Phantom Assassin did use the Quelling Blade there, but it was just a little bit too late. And, you know, I think one of the big things there was that that tower was denied. Yeah, that's a lot of gold that Terra Volente would have loved, particularly when you have this Nature's Prophet who's sitting at almost 10k net worth, and the next person on that list is the Lifestealer sitting at just under 6k. You'd really want that extra tower gold just to put your, particularly your carries, but also just your other heroes such as the Marana and whatnot, just a little bit further ahead. I think the biggest thing that is currently lacking on SYF is that Batrider's mobility. We've seen multiple times now that because he has no blink, because he has no force staff, he isn't really able to get that lasso off, you know, at a really good time. And oh, hold that for, looks like
there we go. Sprite comes out, hooks in, devours, but the rest of his team's in here. Lasso, first lasso for a very long time, saves his Nature's Prophet, and they will pick up a kill. And an arrow comes flying out on top. It's not going to land on that Vengeful Spirit. She will survive with her life. Pops that Moonlight Shadow. She's on a very low health. We have the TP coming from Nature's Prophet. He's going to be looking for blood. Moonlight Shadow will last for another 5 seconds though, so they're going to be able to get on out of there. Nature's Prophet's not going to be able to find another kill as he has the entire game. Sneaking in that backline, finding kills and being able to get on out of there.
Yeah, definitely. And now we do see SYF start to group up a little bit more, which is pretty good play. You know, this has allowed them to get some of those good ganks that they've had, but also just push those towers, and then they're going to push down on this tier 2. It should get defended here by Terra Volente. We do see Nature's Prophet just teleporting out, so it looks like they don't want to commit too much to this.
And one thing I do want to commend is both sides' vision. They've always had vision, especially SYF. They've always had a vision around the pool camp. They've been watching any form of defensive or aggressive measures coming out from Terra Volente. You also had an earlier ward by Terra Volente being in that try area, that try walkway, watching the movement of SYF. And now you have an aggressive ward by Terra Volente down in the river, and you have a defensive one by SYF. They're keeping their wards up, they're keeping their vision on the map, and they're watching rotations go from everywhere. And it's just one of the things that's kept both sides in the game and aware of what's going on around them, being able to TP in at times, and just being able to save teammates or turn fights around.
Yeah, definitely agree. And also I just want to mention it as well, this Rubik I feel like is going to become a little bit more bigger and important as this game goes on, because he's going to have some really key abilities to steal, such as of course the Lich's ulti. Oh, the hook just misses, hits a creep. But he'll have, if he can steal something like Lich's ulti, particularly in team fights, that can really turn things around, especially since, you know, the magic resistance from the side of SYF currently, I mean, they don't have a pipe or anything up at the moment. You know, Lifestealer's got the rage, so he was able to block any of that. But the rest of the team is relatively fragile, so that Rubik will become more crucial as this game goes.
And Nature's Prophet just being a pain in the rear. He's gotten bottom tier 2 tower now. He's now working on tier 1. He even did a little bit of, was about to do some chip damage to that tier 3 tower on those racks, but Pudge got in at the right time and warded that Nature's Prophet off. Once again, he throws out his ult. He's now got an Orchid Malevolence up and running. He's looking to go onto this Pudge. He goes into his Shadow Blade. Pudge could be a very quick death here. He sprouted up, silence, few auto attacks, and then he falls. There's nothing that Pudge can do. There's no TP from his available as they don't have that tier 2 tower. And now Nature's Prophet, he's just going to be roaming the map looking for kills. And that's where he's most scary.
Yeah, this Nature's Prophet is just massive. He's been making plays all over the map. So a lot of big plays. Oh, it was starting to teleport into that top lane, and there it goes again. And what's this Mirana?
And he does pop it, but nicely. But he's going to chase him down. He's got more than enough health to take this tower, and he's going to sneak on out of here. His Shadow Blade's up for a few more seconds, so the support and that Phantom Assassin's not going to find that Nature's Prophet. He's just going to continue farming. Every 18 seconds, sorry, that Orchid Malevolence is off cooldown. He's going to jump in and start finding more kills. And this is almost as bad as a Wisp. If a Wisp was someone, he'd bring someone in every time that relocates off cooldown. However, Nature's Prophet, his teleport is only 20 seconds. His Shadow Blade and Orchid Malevolence cooldowns are 18 seconds. So every 20 seconds, he can be somewhere on the map killing someone. And that is a very scary thought, especially the amount of damage he's pulling out right now. And we have an infested Batrider. They're looking to go on someone. They're flying around. Didn't get spotted because of that nighttime vision. They might find that Pudge. He jumps onto the Pudge. He gets hooked, actually. Nice dismember. Nice magic missile to stop that. Lich's ult is bouncing between them, doing a lot of damage on top of that Wrath of Nature. That eliminates the entire team. Final auto attacks, and that's 4 dead on the side of Terra Volente. SYF, I gotta take this tier 2 tower, and they're gonna look towards this tier 3.
Yeah, definitely. That was extremely well played. You know, Batrider moving in there with the lifesteal. I believe he was infested as well, and he popped out, did a ton of damage. The ultimate from Lich, very well placed, bounced quite a lot there actually. The final bounce did hit on the Mirana, but by then the rest of our allies were already dead, and the Nature's Prophet just finishing it off there. And there's not really much they can really defend so far against this tier 3. As these heroes start popping up, they might be able to, but this tier 3 is taking a ton of damage. And in the meantime, Nature's Prophet just picks up another tier 2.
And there's just nothing they can do to stop this Nature's Prophet at the moment. Nature's Prophet's everywhere and anywhere, and every time they want to go near him, he's out of there. I mean, you don't have too many reliable stuns. You have a lift from a Rubik, you have an arrow which you can't necessarily run, you have a hook and a dismember, which both of which you still can't rely on, and that allows this Nature's Prophet just to roam around without too much fear of dying, because they don't have much lockdown on him. And since he's already got these really big items up, and speaking of big items, he picks up his Desolator, and now he's going to be hitting like a truck. So anyone he goes up against, except possibly the PA, who could evade most of those, even though he's only got 1 level of that, they're going to die, and there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, PA picking, well, is working towards the Battle Fury, and I'm not 100% sure on that decision. I feel like maybe picking up some. Oh wow, Nature's Prophet absolutely destroyed that Luna.
Destroyed him so fast that I didn't even see the health bar drop on the top of the screen. And now he's already waiting for the next victim. He's got 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Shadow Blade's up, and now he's going to be looking for another kill. And this is scary. He can go on either of these 2 heroes and kill him. He can 3-shot the Rubik, he can silence the Pudge, and there's just nothing they can do about it. He's still chasing, he's finding, he's got to come out of the Shadow Blade, 1 attack, 2 attack, and there goes the Rubik. And then the hook misses, he silences the Pudge, now he's just going to start auto-attacking down this Pudge. He takes 2 heroes with absolutely no effort at all, and the GG is called by Terra Volente. They can't deal with this Nature's Prophet, and now auto-attacks, it gets a few misses, 1 more, and it will find a kill.
That GG button. Well played there by SYF. Then Nature's Prophet just playing extremely well. You got the early kills on Mirana, and then just started moving around the map, setting up ganks, and just really helping his team take the lead. if you look at his level just at the end of the day, it was level 22, where most people were level 11, 13 the highest on the side of Terra Volente. Amazing play there by them. We should hopefully be hopping into the next game very shortly. I hope.
I'm not quite sure how the other brackets are going quite yet. That was the first game of the second round completed. The other two games, one's just started the hero select screen, so we can jump in and spectate that one if you'd like. And the other game is, how are they going currently? They are currently about 7 minutes into the game.
Awesome. So yeah, we'll spectate the game between